I'm Ryan Kamana, President and founder of Dynamic Breakthroughs. As a sales and NLP trainer, I'm often asked, how do I handle follow-ups? Well, I'll tell you, I have a fairly strong opinion on follow-ups. After years of religiously following up with prospects numerous times, I stopped. I now follow up with someone once at most. I know that's blasphemous, and all sorts of salespeople swear by follow-ups.
Let me ask you, have you ever tracked your closing ratio on follow-ups? I did. What I found was that if I didn't sell a prospect in the first presentation or the second follow-up, it was nearly impossible to close them. A book I highly recommend is Frank Bettcher's How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. It was from this book that I got the idea to track my closing ratio solely on follow-up calls. Until I read Frank's book, just like everyone else, I just believed the whole follow-up religion. Frank did the math and found that if he didn't close the prospect on the first try, his ability to close went way down. In fact, he calculated 70% of his sales were closed on the first attempt. Only 23% of his sales were closed on the second attempt, which would be the first follow-up. And the second follow-up had only a 7% close ratio. That was the third attempt to sell.
Unfortunately, I don't have my numbers from when I did that test myself, but they were eerily similar. I'll tell you that. What I found was that spending time getting new prospects was vastly more profitable than spending time chasing these prospects that I hardly had any chance of actually closing. So by spending time learning to sell better and not really wasting my time with people who weren't serious, I had vastly better sales numbers and quite a bit better commission checks. Question comes up though, what do you do if someone asks you to follow up with them after the second call? Well, I personally told my prospects after the second call that I'm extremely busy and that they could call me for an appointment when they were ready. I just put the ball back in their court. Many people do just that. They save my information, they call me back a few months later. Yet these people tend to be rare, and they really didn't need me to waste my time to remind them, because they were going to call.
With email technology of today, it's simple enough to have an autoresponder series set up to do your follow-up for you automatically by email. So if you have a really long sales process, I highly recommend and use email autoresponder series that sends the prospect a note once a week or once a month, especially if it gives them some valuable information. The one I use from several of my businesses is www.aweber.com. Go ahead and set up your automatic email follow-ups. That way, you're not spending all your time on follow-ups. Spend more time with new prospects selling them.
For more information on sales and sales techniques, visit www.nlpsalescourse.com.